There it goes. Hello, welcome. Thank you all for joining. And thank you to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you, all your comments, feedback, and support. I love it. So today I am going to give it a couple minutes and allow for people to load on. So as we do, just know that the conversation is going to be about the 5th planetary ascension. Let's give it a few minutes. Fire, fire, fire. I'm going to take a second and show my drawing from the other day. Random. Ooh. Yes, we are pregnant. We have officially moved through the 4th planetary initiation of matrimony. I've had many confirmations on that from my guidance. And we're going to get into that too. All right. And I'm trying to see if there's anybody on that's live right now. So let me see. That'll work. Move that out of the way. Again, I'm just figuring this all out myself. Loving the music. Welcome, 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 welcome. You're here. Music has been like legit something I've been doing a lot lately. Just listening to music and feeling into it. Energy has been like super heightened. Aha, there it is. I can't see the like a lot. So okay, so we got Be Love. Hello. What's up, Art Soul? You missed 5th World live today? All right, so yes, remind me I'm having my dinner. All right, now that I can see all this, what's playing out, or what the comments are, there they are. It's so weird using Google Hangouts. You gotta like pull up a whole nother screen just to see like the, anyways, and just learning this. So, all right, let me turn this down a little bit. Yeah, I love that song. It's called Loyal by Odessa. It's pretty awesome band, group. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Yeah. All right. So I know it's like the whole starting out. I'm just being me. Like, I'm not going to come on here and feel like rushed anymore. Like if I'm long-winded, then I'm long-winded. If I'm quick, then I'm quick. Like, I'm more of like, I feel through things. I'm a massive feeler. Or empath, whatever label you want to use. So what's up, Gail, Rosie? Hello, hello in the chats. Word, 13 goddess number. Yes, it is. I've been seeing 13 a lot too. And that is the divine. The divine is pregnant. She is pregnant. We are pregnant. We are all pregnant with Christ consciousness. And this, you can say the new moon or the dark moon, Aries, you know, we're really gearing into this, like, who am I? This darkness, the depths, and bringing that up, bringing it through to the surface. And you've had a lot of shit playing out, right? This last 2 weeks, or week, we'll just go with a week. right? The last week has been like a lot of like delusional thinking or, you know, fantasy. We do now have, and since March 30th, we've had Neptune at 17 degrees of Pisces, which has marked it being within the parameter of the 22nd gene key. So that is being activated, grace. So we do now have the divine Neptune in grace, working in grace. And it will be there from 17 degrees to 22 degrees of Pisces for 2.5 years. It's quite some time, but that's this big consciousness shift that we're going to see in the collective. All right. There are some bugs flying around out here. I did sage. I've done I smoked it out up here because I had all these like no-see-um bugs that I can't stand, but I just smoked it out, hopefully got in the curtains and it just like kept these bugs away, but you're still going to see me like bobbing and weaving from these bugs. What's up, Cosmic Cowboy? All right. So there is this whole, if you don't know what this planetary initiation is, there's 9 there's 9 stages of planetary initiation, and it's how she grows. It's where we're seeing like the 4D, 5D. We're seeing what's happening as far as consciousness rises and on the planet. And we are the facilitators for that. We are her consciousness. We are the collective. We are the bees. She is the queen. And we bring her everything, all of our messages, everything. We are the workers and she's the receiver. Okay. And I want to set some shit straight as well. I am so tired of fear. Hi, Mimi. Big shout out to you. I love you so much. Mimi, go way back. I'm really tired of all this fear being like, oh, they're entities and they're attacking. And it's like the entity in itself, your beliefs are going to make you or they're going to break you. And I hope to fucking God they break you, because I want you to fall off the damn wagons. I really do. Yes, you heard me. And here comes all the mail, right? Like whatever. Get off your fear horse. Get off your fear horse. Get on a fucking flower and bloom, and stop looking at life as like, oh my God, I'm getting attacked and I have entities. You know what a fucking entity is? It's a negative thought, or it's a positive thought that's in the astral realm. That's it. And it's your power to allow it to attack you. Oh, I've got it stuck in my body somewhere. For real, it's in your DNA. Your DNA holds memory. You have to allow the memories to come up. If they're not good memories, which a lot of times they're not, because we're not here for good, we've been clearing out a lot of stuff out of the Akashic, which is your DNA. We've been clearing out all this memory. So you're going to have like negative thoughts, okay? And they're like, oh, I'm getting attacked by negative thoughts. You're just allowing yourself to fall victim to a lower vibration. The celestial entities that are, like, oh, they're attacking the reptilian, they're attaching to me and all this other hoopla and shit. That's more fear-based propaganda. Feed that. Go for it. Feed that fucking shit. And let your life show what it's going to be like if you keep feeding a monster. We're here to clear that shit. We're here to release that fear and transmute it, transcend it, send it to the light, to your acceptance, to your love of yourself, your higher self, love of nature, love of everything. Like the fear is the entity. It's an archon. It's a lower vibrational thought form that is now in the collective vibration, the collective astral body, and we're purging that. So it might feel like you're being attacked. It is really just your mind. Mercury is the mind. Mercury is the trickster. Mercury is represented by Gemini, which is communication, and Virgo, which is the body, health. Okay, it's health and service to others, but it's Virgo, and that's more about like the nervous system in that sense. Whereas Mercury, it's the mind, or Gemini, it's the mind, it's communication, and Virgo, it's through the meridians and nadis and energy lines within the body, within the avatar that we're suited up in. What's up, fifth world? Hello, love you. And so, like, however you want to view it is how you're going to view these entities. But down to the purest, simplest form, it is a thought, it is a fear-based thought or a demonic thought, or and then there's also angelic thoughts. That's the whole happiness side. So just let go of the bullshit fear-mongering that people are putting out there so they can make a nice penny off of you. This is the hardest thing about this is discernment. And people don't want to go in and like meditate or think about something for too long because they're impatient. Well, that's your ego. Because your ego doesn't want to go in there and think of something that's going to hurt you. It's programmed to keep you from pain. Even emotions are pain. So you have to fight past that. You have to push past that and allow for the fears, the emotions to come up and realize that they're not there anymore. That this shit's not happening to you. Therefore, it's not happening. And it's not here in the moment. And you don't have to be afraid of it. And you're strong. And you're doing fun things. And your life is fun. And there's more fun things to come. That is a good psychologist. Somebody that feeds you bullshit saying that you've got 10 entities in your body. Like, okay, you have a memory that maybe you're storing in your energy body. Maybe you're storing in your solar plexus. Maybe it's in your heart center. Maybe it's in your left fucking toe. I don't know. I mean, I do. I can't see these things, or feel them through people and what they're holding on to, or they're suppressing a memory. But that's all it is. It's a memory. Okay. I know I seem like I'm yelling. I'm really not. I'm just like, I'm really over people trying to make money off of things like this and telling people that they're entities and they're getting attacked. Like, we're not here for that. We're in a new timeline. We're here to promote love, balance, peace, joy, and fun, and play. Left toe, you're dying, right? I'm just being real. This is who I am. If you don't like me, bye, Felicia. You know, if you want to feed into lower demonic entities, bye, Felicia. If your name's Felicia, I'm just using it as I'm sorry, it got coined. Bye, Philip. Anyways, so what we are experiencing is an embodiment of our higher self, our consciousness, that connection, that solid connection, that etheric cord, okay, the etheric connection, right? That's what we're experiencing, and we're pregnant with it. So it's like that cord is like locked and loaded, and it's like ready to be birthed, ready to come through, like how your soul comes into this dense ass body in the beginning, right? Whenever you're a baby, it comes like in your soul into this body, dense as it is, and you start losing that connection. Well, guess what? That fourth planetary initiation, hi trigger hugger, that fourth planetary initiation, the matrimony, the marriage of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, left hemisphere, right hemisphere, balancing, equilibrium, the brain, all of this, the apocalypse is a biological ascension back into our 5D light bodies that we originally started with here on this planet when it was in 5D. Okay, fifth dimension, which is a mindset perception, and we had light, we had more ability to absorb light in our bodies. We didn't have carbon-based DNA. The Anunnaki came through and fucked that up. Okay, and made us slaves. And we've been living out the slave system since. And we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. And don't feed into that shit no more. We're here to have fun. And we're here to manifest. We're here to create. And guess what? You don't have to do a lot of work. You just gotta put it out there. and then follow the little breadcrumbs as they come in. And breadcrumbs are people. Breadcrumbs are like random, like, oh, I'm going to go have Thai food randomly. And then you meet a really awesome person that hooks you up with healing. That's pretty fucking miraculous. All I did was say the day before, I need a healing. There's been a lot of things that have lined up for me. And all I just say is, I want something. It's like, there it is. And that's because I got the fuck out of my own way. I stopped trying to say who, I stopped trying to say how, and I stopped trying to say when. I just said, let it be. Let it be. And I know it's like, oh, well, I don't have the luxury to live that life, blah, 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 blah. Well, get the fuck out of here. You don't have the luxury to live that life. That's your mindset. That's the way it's going to be for you. I'm not here to fix you. You are here to fix you. Whatever the fuck there is to fix. A mindset, maybe. A trauma, sure. I'm here to guide. I'm here to speak my truth. And if it doesn't align with you, I'll see you when it does. Or don't. Okay? But yes, back to the fourth planetary initiation. I don't know where all this is spunky. Who's spunky? Who's spunky right now? I'm like picking up, like, my higher self is like, man, you just need to lay that shit out. Lay it out. I have had a lot of shit going on. I am not even gonna lie. My life has been anything but normal. And I like it. It's like, whoa, there was a lot of chaos. And I was like, but shit, so much clarity came from that. I learned how to read a synastry chart in one day. I was like, damn. I super analyzed everything. I just but then again, I do have Uranus conjunct Mercury. So it's kind of like it's just electric knowledge, wisdom just pouring in. Anyways, back to this. I get a lot of freaking downloads, and I don't come on and talk about half the shit that I get, because I'm like, my ego or my fear gets in the way, and I'm done with that shit. I'm so done with it. I'm done. I'm out here, and whatever comes through me is coming through me. And if you resonate with it, then you resonate. If you don't, then bye. I don't care. Like, I wish everybody would listen and take my advice, but hey, there's wishes that do come true, and then there's wishes that don't. Yeah, right? No, seriously, it probably is your energy I'm picking up on. Yes, Crop. This is a local juice bar that makes amazing juices. This is my dinner. I'm flushing. I had I had 2 beers last night, so I'm like, I need a flush. So anyways, I needed it. I didn't need shit, but I deserved it. Yeah, I wanted it. So I gave it to myself. 2 coffee blondes. All right, so I know that nobody cares about any of that. It's my personal life, right? But I care about it. But it's not all about me. I'm here to give a message. I am glowing. It's this beautiful, amazing light that I have in the background behind my computer. It's a halo lamp. It makes everything better. You should get one. They're cool. Anyways, what's going on? Fourth planetary initiation. So that shit really happened. The masculine, feminine marriage, all that I came out with and made all these videos about and stuff, it really did happen. And then I had like these synchronicities, and I went to this play and the magical flute, and it was like the literal playing out of Isis and Osiris marriage, the masculine and the feminine marrying each other. Now it goes into the honeymoon stage. What happens on the honeymoon stage? They get pregnant, and then not even thinking about it, because that's funny. Huh. The page burnt. There's like and it's on her vagina. I'm just noticing this. It's hilarious. Somebody else has got to laugh because it wasn't burnt. Well, I must have like got it too close to the fire. I don't know. It's hilarious. But anyways, yeah, I totally, oh, the wind picked it up. That's not safe. Anyway, so I totally drew this out on the 29th. So 3/29, I drew that picture. And on the couple days before, I drew this. The 20, I think it was the 26th. It was the 26th or the 27th. 26th, because the 27th is whenever I went to, I'm sorry, I have to check. I have to look. Give me a second. That's what I said. I'm just not going to rush anything anymore. No, it was the 27th. Okay, so the 27th, so the 26th at night, like I was like crack acid at night. It was like 11, 12 o'clock at night. I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's so flipping weird. But I drew this, right? And so I didn't understand what it was. I have some like language over here on the side. This is my doodling, the moon and like some fireworks and like an opera stage and like people and an orchestra or whatever, spotlights, music. So I drew that. And then the next day I end up going to this opera house and watching the magical flute and seeing the marriage of Isis and Osiris. 2 days later, they got pregnant. And that's the picture that I have of the pregnant woman. And I couldn't understand. I was like, I'm not fucking pregnant. I was like, no. Hello from Norway. Hey, Bob. I was going to be attracted to my sunstone pearls. Beautiful. Yeah, we all have like these synchronicities that are coming through for us. It's like there's way more to it than like just the stones and stuff. Like I was like, I just couldn't understand like why. Anyway, so it was my higher self telling me that she's pregnant. So we're moving into the 5th initiation, which is the Annunciation, which is the announcement of the birth of Christ consciousness. And the beginning, the third, it's the third, it like in the Holy Trinity. So it's the third stage. So there's the first, second, and third. Okay, I don't know why I'm explaining that stages. People get this, or you don't. Not my problem. I'm just coming on and making videos anymore. And yes, I would love for somebody to come on and make my videos pretty so I don't have to go live and keep babbling for like 45 minutes or an hour and 45 minutes when I could just be cut up. But hey, I'm not doing that because that's not what I do. I talk and I channel in information because that's how I'm set up. I am defined. My human design, just so y'all know this, my human design, everything is defined except for my head center and my Anja center. That's it. Everything else is defined. So I'm not receiving from other people's shit in that way. I'm not getting other people's energy in that way. Yeah, we can combine auras and that's cool and they'll feel some meridians and shit. And that's great. That's connectors. That's normal. But I'm a manifesting generator. I'm an emotional manifesting generator. And anyways, so my head center and my Anja are open. So I'm a clear conduit. And I have some gates that are open, or gene keys as well, that are open or defined. Okay. That brings in this communication. So this is what I do. This is what I'm supposed to do. If you'd like to know about what what you're supposed to be doing, look at the human design. It's your whole switchboard. Gene keys. Get the books. Or you can hit me up. We can schedule an appointment. It's pretty phenomenal. All right. So the 5th initiation. I'm spunky today. I really think it's you, Fifth World. I really think it's you. Yeah. You and Christy really look at the numerology and all that stuff. I don't look at that. Don't get me wrong. The whole world is made of numbers, but that's for some people. I'm not going to sit here and add numbers all day. I just receive downloads of information of stuff, lots of stuff. Anyways, all right. So we're into the 5th initiation, which is Annunciation, and I'm just going to read it right out of the book. It says, now that you are married to your higher consciousness, the next thing that happens is that you become pregnant. The picture? I was tripping when I wrote that. I was like, I don't want another kid. I'm 2 and done, 2 and done, 2 and done. What? Boy and a girl. I'm good. No more kids. And so if my future baby daddy is out there, you're not my future baby daddy. No more baby daddies. We're good. Okay. I'm not looking for another kid. Unless you come with prepackaged, that's fine. But I'm not giving birth to another one. Okay. There's no filter on right now. What's the alignments? Ooh, yeah, we do have the sun conjunct the moon. That's going to illuminate my emotions right now. Yep. Okay. I was going to try to keep it strictly right now. Okay. So this is the Annunciation, the mystical announcement of the imminent birth of the Christ. Much of the symbolism surrounding this 5th initiation is feminine in origin, flowing as it does from the third aspect of the sacred Trinity, the Holy Mother, the Cosmic Mother. On the lower planes, the feminine is expressed through the astral plane, the emotional body, which is where all of our karma goes whenever we leave this plane of existence. And our bodies, their physical body, go to the ashes, or supposed to, buried in a box that costs $10,000, probably more than your car is worth. Stupidity. Burn yourself, be done with it. Anyways, just never understood all the boxes. And this is really illuminating. You guys are getting to see another side of me. All right. But this is truth. It's who I am. These are really my opinions. Anyway, so the feminine is expressed through the astral plane, which again is the emotional body where all of the residual karma is put. So you don't reincarnate with the past, like, oh, I had like 10 lives ago, I fucking screwed 3 women and I'm, getting screwed by the same 3 women in this life. Possibly could be, but that's not why. It went into the collective astral body. And if you decided to pick up that kind of a timeline, then he did. But it isn't why. That actually gets picked up by everybody else in the DNA. Mm-hmm. So that's how it works. You don't come in, and you can have your beliefs wherever they are, but just like I said, fall off that bandwagon. Eventually you'd be pushed off. There's a truth and a consciousness that's coming through. There's all these like mixtures and like, it's fine. It's like playing telephone in high school, but grade school. You're playing telephone. Susie, kissed Bobby, and then it turned into Susie got fucked by Bobby, and now they're 6-year-olds that are pregnant. It's really, I mean, just look at the Indian freaking, their stories. They're a little bit far-fetched, but that's because they've been told and retold and retold and retold, and they're as far from the truth as really as they, what they originated for. You want to look at real truth, look at the story of the stars, look at the archetypes, get down to the basics, make it simple, stupid, simple, stupid. We're here to ascend this body. We're here to ascend the DNA, to break free of the carbon cage that they've been in. And in order to do that, you have to bring awareness to your shadows, to your darkness, your fear, and you have to illuminate it and accept it and love it. No more bullshit. No more hiding. We're playing games. It's ascension time. I feel like a mom. I am one. So, anyways, at the 5th initiation, the exquisite emanations and refined currents from the Buddhic body begin to penetrate the lower astral nature. This is deeply tantric phenomenon in which you experience the sublimation of your sexuality into pure spiritual essence. That was my weekend. Like, no fucking joke. And I'm not trying to be your guys' best friend or anything like that. But I will be honest, like, yes, this sexual energy was super heightened or enlightened this weekend. And it did just continue. I mean, this week. It was this week. It wasn't even just this weekend. It was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I think we're on Wednesday, Thursday. I don't remember, Thursday, yeah. So it's just been an incredibly sexually energetic week. And so it really fell in alignment with this too. I was like, when I was reading, because I go over and read all this stuff over and over and over again, trying to find like, I told Fifth World this morning I was going to look at it again. But yeah, like, and when I read that, I was like, oh my God, yeah. And yeah, your hormones. So annunciation is a chemical phenomenon that saturates your whole being. It really did. Like, I don't really want to go into who and all this other stuff, but like this weekend was, yeah. So just as a woman during pregnancy is flooded with hormones, so you become aware that your body is being purified and cleansed in preparation for a great inner event. Yeah. So what's happening, and if you've been experiencing, yeah, Blue Jay, she's like, yep. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to necessarily take on a partner or anything like that, but if you've been feeling the feel goods, It's because your creation, right? Your sexual creation energy, you're clearing out your body. And so like, I've always said it, and if you can watch any of my other older videos, and even with my friend Megan Covington, her and I talk about sex all the time. We have videos too. I don't think I've published them on my YouTube channel, but they're definitely on my Facebook page and on hers. Megan Covington, Luminary. You can check her out. We have really in-depth conversations. Mm-hmm. And God, yeah, quintessentially enough, that lined up to the time frame whenever this was all going down too. So check these videos out. I'll post them. The fifth world. I am Sophia. I hold all the planet bodies inside my dome. Yeah, we are. We truly are. I've said this in my other videos. Like, we hold all of the planets in our bodies. Like, we hold every planet, the sun, the moon. The reason why we see them out here is because we have them in here, as within, so without. Again. And so anyways, your body's getting purified. And so it's sexual energy, sexual alchemy, sexual creation, sexual liberation. That's what you're doing, is you're liberating yourself from and freeing yourself from these constraints and socially programmed patterns that have been like limiting and holding you down from really releasing the remainder of the carbon-based DNA that's blocking your crystalline DNA from igniting, from really expressing itself. You guys really talk about me glowing. It's because I really work with the gene keys every fucking day, and I take clients as often as I get them, and I'm turning on their DNA, and so therefore it's working in me as well. I mean, I've gone through this entire book. But even just today, I was working with somebody that had gene key 22 and 47. And those are what's being activated. Gene key 22 is being activated by Neptune. In opposition is its programming partner, gene key 47, which is at 17 to 22 degrees of Virgo. If your sun sign is there, kudos. Because that's you've got 22 and 47 gene key. And those are like the two master codons within all the 64 codons in your body. So you shake those loose and you better be ready, because you're going to get flooded with downloads and consciousness, and you're going to break through. Your crystalline DNA is going to break through. You're going to shine. You're going to glow. You're going to have a more laid back, like less stress, not as much fear. Like, don't get me wrong, you still have life. Life is still life, but you're not like bogged down by like the fear-based propaganda bullshit that people are trying to sell other people to make some money, because that's where they're at. Not my problem. That's their karma. That's their shit they're clearing. Not my problem. But yeah, working with Gene Keys, get the fucking book. It is $26. I mean, and then you can make your free report online at the Living Library. Like, it is legitimately the best purchase you will ever have. You can go get The Alchemist. You can go get, Think and Grow Rich. You can go buy whatever books you want. They're going to do something for you. This talks to your DNA. Anybody that I've ever worked with has thanked me, and I didn't even write the damn book. Thank Richard Rudd. But like, that they found it. Like, yeah, it's a cornerstone. It's the keystone to unlocking your DNA. Anyways, all right, back onto this. This is just like me and flow. This is me and flow. This is who I am for the most part, most time. A pretty honest, straightforward person. Really bubbly and happy a lot of the times. But I know it's not that I'm not bubbly and happy right now. I totally am. But there's like some information. I had to say that. Like, I'm really tired of the fear propaganda. And like, I seen somebody post on Instagram the other day. It was about Teal Swan. And like, she had like taken a picture and the eyes were red. And it's like, oh, you see the demons in there. I'm like, stop that. Let's be real. Stop. Right now. Don't push that shit. Even if it's your belief. Does it actually serve the good? You don't resonate with Teal Swan? Then don't resonate with Teal Swan. You don't like Doreen Virtue? Don't use her fucking cards. Don't read her shit. Don't feed into it. Don't try to blow smoke up other people's asses, though. the flash was on. People's eyes turn red. Guarantee if you took a picture of me and the flash was on, it was late, I'd have red in my eyes. I don't have a damn demon in me. I don't. That's discernment. Anyways, again, what are you shining something? What are you? I'm also shining something fierce. I know you are. See, Goddess Mimi says it's an awesome book. She glows. She's happy. She sparkles all day long. Mimi's on point. She's just living her life. That's the whole point, is to live your life and not live it in fear and not live it in restrictions and to other people's condemnations. Like, fuck that shit. Live your life. Eventually, if you really want to channel, then you're going to need to buckle down and listen to your truth, listen to your guidance and your synchronicities and stuff like that, and meditate, you know, do some lucid dreaming and things like that. Like just because you have Christ consciousness coming in, your cord connection, doesn't mean that you're going to utilize it. If you if you think that there's negative voices coming in your head, then there are going to be negative voices coming in your head. You have to choose the light. Your free will, to an extent. You'll still get pushed off the cliff. Will you fly or will you fall? Fly. All right. I know everybody that's watching this video that's live with me, I love you so much. Just know, like, I love you so much. This may not even, like, I love you all so very much. You're fucking, I love you. I love everybody that's watching this video anyways. I love you too. We in the flow. All right. So the annunciation is a chemical phenomenon that saturates your whole being. For real, it has. It's to the birth of Christ consciousness. That's what this is doing. It's the birth of Christ consciousness. The analogy of the church, whatever, Godhead. So the altar, the voice, the pure worship of the Godhead. Who is the Godhead? The Godhead in astrology is Aries, the first house. The Godhead. Not only to mention that the astrology that's going on right now, we have the South Node in conjunction with Pluto and Saturn. Saturn is the causal body, the rainbow bridge between the three higher realms and the three lower realms is Saturn. Capricorn, the goat, literally. Okay, South Node, changing the past. Pluto, rebirth, death and rebirth. Rebirth, the South Node, rebirth. South Node in Capricorn, okay? The Godhead, the new moon, dark moon, whatever you want to call it, in Aries. Full moon again, 29 degrees of Libra into the month, okay? This is some shit. This is real. This is some, I just walked out of a comic book shit, but this is some shit. This is really what's happening. This is a purification. This is what's going on. This is real. In my reality. Pow, pow, pow. And I like my reality. Also, today on the cosmic calendar, we started a new planetary moon of manifestation from April 4th to May 1st. We're in the 10th planet, which 10 is like always been my favorite number. I'm also divine. I'm a first rayer. So divine will, of course, is 1010. Anyways, today is a crown chakra. So just know, again, with this crown chakra, it being a crown chakra day, this is my higher self. It is a little, I'm Capricorn moon. I've also got Stellium, Venus, Jupiter, and my moon all right there in Capricorn. And my Neptune's in Capricorn, the divine, at 0 degrees. So I have a lot of Capricorn energy, even though I'm 4 degrees Sagittarius. I have a lot of Capricorn. So if I'm raw, hard, and to the punch, that's why. That's my soul. And then my ascendant is at 12 degrees of Cancer, which its oversoul or esoteric ruler is Neptune, the divine. So I'm just saying, like, I'm nurturing and I'm loving, I'm compassionate and caring. I really am. But there's a point whenever you're nurturing, compassionate and caring, and you're like not helping anybody because they're not helping themselves. And so that's when my moon and my stellium, all right, Venus and Jupiter, all that right there, and Capricorn kick in, and they're like, all right, time to cut the cord. Time to just be real. Let's lay it out there for everybody. And people are like, yeah, lay it out. Let's hear the rest of this. So, but I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. This is who I am. I like the song too. Can you guys hear it? Scorpio moon. I like Scorpio moon. I love the song. Turn it down. All right, so this is the connection between the throat center and the sexual center. Again, now I know if you've ever had one-on-one session with me, I'm all about like doing the it's not the om. I do the because it connects this to your throat chakra, to your yoni or your sexual organs. Okay, and the that's why in sex women will go okay, or men yeah, it's the whole energy is coming up and out, up and out, up and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. There's a reason, and it's simple, and it's stupid, and it's not all hard, and it's not as hard as people make it out to be, and it's not, we're not here to, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. It's simple. All right, the more complicated it is, the further away from the truth it is. How about that? The connection between the throat center and the sexual center also becomes clear during this initiation. Can you notice? When a person spontaneously enters a higher ecstatic state that appears to be ongoing, it is a fair assumption that they are entering the fifth portal of an initiation. Now, this will happen different to people at different times, different timelines. A timeline is a dimension, is a perception, your mind. So if you're still fear-based, it's not going to happen. If you still got all this lower energy to purge, then you're going to have to purge and make space for that in your astral body, because your soul cannot come in if you have a congested highway. You've got to clear that shit out. That means that you've got to love yourself and everything that comes up. Don't space out and spiritually bypass your shit. Don't judge it either. Let it come up. Cry. Allow the feeling to be the feeling. If it's anger, if it's frustration, if it's fear of any sort, allow the feeling to come up. God gave you feelings. You are to feel them. I don't know what this one is. It sounds like some Russian porn song. Probably is. Oh, this is Marshmallow. My kids love Marshmallow. Okay. How we doing in there? Everybody good? Everybody good? Okay, you're just waiting for me to talk. All right. Many different mystical traditions speak of this magical time of higher pregnancy in which the immortal fetus is the immortal fetus. Your soul is immortal. Okay, your soul is immortal and it's pregnant. Is gestating inside your solar plexus center. So you have your soul is gestating in your solar plexus, because that's where we, as humanity, that's where we've been working out of, as up in our solar plexus, and we're evolving into the heart center. Bugs really are very low. Just crawling across my screen. They're so cute. So anyway, so it's gestating, and that's where we're about to give birth from. And that solar plexus is really where it's all about creativity and like illuminating and like just being free, liberated, whatever that looks like for you. Yeah, I continued to purge for solid years straight after I first moved to Florida. Like I spent a lot of time in my office crying and like releasing a lot of the stuff that happened to me as a child. I did not have an easy childhood. I wasn't supposed to. I came here to clear a lot of shit. All right. And like a lot of people did. I don't think there's any light worker here that's had an easy childhood or an easy adulthood. I don't think anybody that comes to this earth has anything easy. Even if they were given a silver spoon in their mouth, they still have neglect and rejection from their super billionaire parents most of the time. So there's all that, you know. So don't look at somebody and judge them for where they're at, where they've been. Just love them. It's all we need. So what we're here to do is love each other. Love yourself. Okay. The fifth initiation today, even now, there are whispers in the air of the new form waiting to come into the world. This was written a while ago. It's happening now. Little do we realize that this form is gestating in our very DNA. Blah, 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 blah. The timeline for a species to undergo any initiation is obviously very different from an individual. And for humanity, it may take many hundreds of years for the initiation to become realized. It's realized, it's happening, it's now. That's all based on, this was written before even 2012. So as a collective and light workers, we've done a lot of work. We have done a lot of clearing out of the astral body of Gaia herself. Like all of the shit that we purged from our DNA, like when we purge one of our memories, it purges like 100 times out of the collective astral body. So it's made way for this to happen. I wouldn't be getting all of this information if it wasn't happening. In which the feminine grace will, okay, so we are about to enter a great time of purification in which the feminine spirit of grace will be working actively in the world. That's represented by Neptune. So even though some light workers may embody their higher consciousness before other light workers, it will happen. And as we're embodying this and a higher consciousness, and Neptune is working in grace, Gene Key 22, which is what we're reading out of right now, for the next 2.5 years, that's the divine working through grace. And you know, this is going to bring up a lot of people. Like, this is why it's so very important for light workers to step into their healing position, whatever that modality you choose is it dance, is it singing, is it light language, is it Reiki healing or energy healing? And I hate the title Reiki. It's just energy healing. It's called intent. We can get rid of labels again because it's just intent. And you don't have to go get a master class to do it. All you got to do is focus and tell people, yeah, I'm a master healer. I don't need a certificate for that. I was kind of born with this gift. I'm a multidimensional being. But if you want titles or you want instructions on how to do it more efficiently, then, you know, go seek your teachers and go get these certificates. But if you're confident and intuitive and can hold intention and a positive mindset, you're good. And it's called energy healing. All right. So this is what's happening, but the collective will be experiencing it over the next 2.5 years. And it's very important for you as a healer to start healing them, whether it be through these modalities or through conscious awareness of what they're going through, pointing out their, you know, astrology chart and looking at the alignments and what they can be working on in those specific houses. Or maybe it's, you know, maybe you become fond of the gene keys and you want to learn them more yourself. So you start taking on clients as you're learning, which is, if you're a 5-1 profile and you're human design, then that's really what you should be doing. It's teaching as you go. But you know, but it is really to teach as you go as well. And then that way you're healing and you're activating both more than one gene key within your body, or codon. All right. The fact is that as a species, we have already been fertilized and are in the very first stages of pregnancy. Just as the body of a woman takes several weeks and months to register the changes externally, humanity will not become generally aware of the great change that is upon it for some considerable time. Only those who are sensitive to subtle currents moving beneath the world of matter will detect the first signs of new human that has now begun its period of gestation. You're talking to one. So I'm super, like I'm really good. I'm a Gaia consciousness. So I carry the Sophia consciousness. And all right. So, and then after that, so when will we be experiencing the fifth initiation, quintessentially, the birth of the consciousness? That's what everyone wants to know. When am I going to get flooded with all this consciousness? For one, it's on an individual level, and after the divine. So, like after Neptune exits Jinki 22, about 2.5 years is when I would think that it's whenever that divine flooding will come across the collective. And that'll put us at 2022 and a half. And that's pretty much in the timeline with all the other massive alignments that are taking place. So, but can it happen for you right now? Yes. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. And it's like getting bestowed like just a obscene amount of clarity. Like you don't not trust yourself. Like if you're guided to do something or told or heard or see or premonition, whatever, then you do it. You're not second guessing yourself anymore. You feel this as this little floating angel puffs through. You're not sorry, I don't like this song. So you're not like limited to when. It just, you have to do the work. You have to release these fear-based thoughts in your mind, and then you're trusting everything that's coming through. And the more that you trust yourself, you build that confidence, and you live that confidence and that connection. Like it is literally a cord. It's an etheric cord that connects you. And it's not complicated. It's not a hard thing. I mean, it's hard because we had to shake loose all of this carbon-based DNA that's been casted or over our crystalline DNA. But you guys that are watching me, you've done so much work. Like you would not be resonating at my level or to my channel if you didn't have a higher consciousness. Like I'm not trying to be a whatever. I'm just being honest. I came in, I'm fucking ancient. I came in on a 12th dimensional consciousness. Hell, I didn't even understand what I was getting. I didn't even understand who or any of the stuff that I knew. Like, and most people that I talked to had no idea. They're like, you're fucking crazy. But I'm not. And now, like 2 years later, they're like, oh yeah, now they want to, talk to me about things. And it's because they finally caught up. And I finally purged and shook loose all of the carbon-based, not all of it. I mean, I still have shit that comes up, and we're still gonna have stuff that comes up. This takes time. It just means integration. Time doesn't exist. It takes integration. It takes consistency. You gotta create these neurological pathways in your brain, these new pathways, or through the dimensions, which your mind is all the dimensions. So your perception. So the more that you train your brain to go into the higher dimensions of your mind, the higher timelines, the more optimistic, the more galactic you like, looking down at like, oh, this is why I experience this, instead of being like, oh, I experienced so much pain and agony. You can look at it like that, or you can come from the higher perspective and see why and what you're really releasing. When you get there, that's when you're working in the higher states of consciousness. And that's where you got to be for all this clearing to go, and so that you can have that direct connection. So with the next 2.5 years, we're going to be going through the fifth initiation. It will take some time to integrate, but the quicker that we work, the more that we're like full in our truth, and we're living in our essence and radiating that, whatever it looks like for you, the more we do it for the collective or the astral body. Okay. So yes, the marriage has happened, and she's pregnant, and it takes gestation, 9-10 months pregnancy. So we could be seeing some results for some people, within 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, 10 months. And the collective, they've got 2.5 years for the divine working through them to ease through, gradually work through, and this is going to be a tough time for people. Like, they're not just getting, like, they didn't have 14, 20 years to work through their shit. They're getting like all of this information and awareness like that. And so they're not going to know where to start. So they're going to need compassion. They're going to need guidance. And so it's really important for you to step into your place, whatever that looks like for you. All right. So what's going on? Anybody got some questions? And then, yeah, we'll have the 6th. And by the way, so when we go into the 5th initiation, which we are in now, this whole transcendence time, like, whenever a planet goes, like how we got the north, we got the south node and Pluto and Saturn right there right now in Capricorn, that 10th house destiny, all this and stuff, the highest state of the MC, also the MC, this is the MC of Gaia, so the highest state of consciousness. We have all of this going on. It takes, so after like the energy wave and like the experiences come up, then there's that integration period, right? And then the planet goes retrograde, which it's going to do too. Saturn's going to go retrograde here at the end of the month. And so we have, when a planet goes retrograde, then it allows you to really go inward and see like the energies of that planet, of the emotional aspects of that energy body. So it's the same thing. Like, so we're going to have, the internals, like, so you might even look up, what it's like for a women's pregnancy and like what the body goes through. And you can actually see that happening through the collective, what the collective is going to be experiencing, hormones, the first month, like when you're pregnant or first trimester, you're throwing up, you're purging. That's what we're going through right now. We're purging. And, so you're like ridding all the toxins and like you're balancing your hormones to different levels because you've taken on another body. That's really what's happening right now. Right now. So, I mean, that's how it plays out. It's super fucking simple. Like, Gaia is a body. We are a part of her body. And whatever we go through, whatever she goes through, we all go through. Whatever we go through in our life, it's played out in the collective. And if the planetary initiation is going on, then it's playing out in the collective. So, and don't, like that whole politics and shit like that, how that plays into it. Like, that's releasing control. That's releasing control. That was literally the gene key that today's the last day of that. And it's been, what it was gene key 21. People were losing their shit because of control, and myself included. And it really plays out in the collective with the financial and government and politics. So just don't get caught up in the telenovela. Don't get caught up in the story. Create your own. Create your own story. Don't get caught up in the one that's playing out on the world stage. I mean, use it as a guide. Like, okay, so this is what, areas are needing to have assistance. Maybe I can do something in my world that would benefit, the world stage. That's how we fix things from the inside out. You can look, see it, and go, okay, I can fix this inside me. And I could bring something that's going to benefit and it'll fix it out there. And there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. But the fact is that, like, in cravings, I like how Artzel put cravings. Yes, we have cravings. That would be that sexual desire. Desire is cravings. And you're going to have a lot of that. You're going to have a lot of your desires come up. And you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice your desires for the greater good. And that's part of your trials. And if you don't, then the reward won't be as much. And you'll keep repeating patterns until you learn sacrifice and simplicity. So, cravings. Good one. I like that. This should be so interesting. It will be very interesting. You can think about that right now. And that everybody just get that. Like, the whole world is pregnant right now. That's a lot of hormonal bitches out there. I'm just saying. I was a crazy bitch when I was pregnant. Ask my first baby daddy. I lit his shit on fire. So, I'm just saying. Whole world pregnant. I got sent on my first mission to Sedona, moving to Arizona. Woo! Go connect to those grids, girl. You're going to get through a lot of healing. People think that Sedona is like there because there's some savior place or something. It's just a place for you to heal. There's vortexes everywhere. California, Arizona, out here where I'm at, there's vortexes everywhere. They're where the cross points where the ley lines meet. Yeah, there's a lot more energy beings that are there. But just know that you're there for healing. And you're going to have your soul family reuniting, and that's good too. It'll be a good, healthy move for you. But you'll move again. It's not permanent. That's what I'm getting. Anybody else? I guess I feel like I should pull a card. I mean, I'm still laughing that her crotch got burnt. The wind picked it up. I just think that's so hilarious. The darkness of all the places for the wind to pick up. It burnt her crotch. Yoni. I'm fixing my word, sorry. This video is probably just going to be like, I've been on one today. I've been on one all week. I've been pregnant. Little hormonal, little bitchy. Not really. I've been really like getting a lot of information and like going through the motion of like decoding it. What does this mean? Because I had my own stuff to deal with. And I opened up all these DNA on people, opens up in myself, and I end up processing more of the collective than you're welcome. My opinion on twin flames. Anybody can be your twin flame. But my opinion on the twin flame is don't worry about them. Love you, and somebody else is going to love you just as much as you love you. And of course, there's somebody out there for everybody. But if you don't love you, then you're never going to meet that person anyways. Yeah, like there's a lot of people get sucked into that twin flame energy. And I like to think of my twin flame as anybody that I manifest into my reality to play out an aspect of myself that I wasn't able to see. And a lot of times I will definitely manifest men into my reality and to play out like the wounded masculine that I have. And forever I was like, oh, that's my twin. Oh, that's my twin. Oh, that's my twin. And here's the wind confirming it. Like, you get it. But it's just me needing to see an aspect of my wounded masculine, myself. And until I'm whole within me, I mean, you're going to come into alignment with like, I mean, I had an alignment this Friday with a person that I was like, what the fuck? And I looked at our synergy chart and it is off the chain. Like, it is so karmic, it is ridiculous. That's the kind of chart you'd be like, oh, it's my twin. But there's so much in that. I don't know. I don't care either. Nor do I care. Soulmates, we're all soulmates. We're all one. I mean, yeah, you're going to have your partner. Nice sandwich. It's my twin flame. Past life activation. That's the card that just pulled over. That's so awesome. It's the rainbow. It's the consciousness. Shit, we might just have this all bestowed upon us tonight. Who knows? This is the energy card. That damn light is awful. There we go. Isn't that a beautiful card? Past life activation, 35, and it's an 8. Awesome. I'm going to read it. These are the Lightworker Oracle from Alana Fairchild. Girl, you got to get all her decks. She's legit. Legit. I love her. And it's 35. All right. Thank you guys all for staying on, whoever's on right now. Thank you all for watching, continuing to watch this, and listening, and loving me, and the positive feedback. You have talents within that have been developed through many varied life experiences. You have had many lifetimes already, even if you don't recall them consciously, helping you evolve and grow into the loving being that you are today. Your desire to grow in consciousness and spiritual power to assist the divine plan unfolding throughout the universe is heard and supported by the spiritual world in all ways. To this end, past life material is being activated now for your benefit and the greater good. Damn right it is. That's that South Node Pluto and bugs flying. It like shoo, came in and was like shoo, landed right there on my piece of paper that has my DNA on it. Well, it has like my holographic genetic profile. Anyways, your soul has a history of lifetimes through which it has learned to be wise and develop certain talents. You have learned lessons and acquired skills and abilities. Sometimes these were mastered through very challenging circumstances. You might feel you are obtaining mastery in certain areas again this lifetime, again through challenging circumstances. The soul can certainly develop through joy, love, and happiness, but often it is through the experience of conquering a challenge that the real gems are won for the crown of the soul, like legitimately. Story of our lives, right? The oracle of past life activation comes to you when a power you developed in a past life would be useful for your access in your current lifetime. Perhaps this talent or ability will become the seed of a spiritual vocation for you, a skill that expands your career or brings you personal joy. The ability that surfaced from the depths of your soul will be whatever is of greatest benefit to you now. Sometimes, whilst a treasure is emerging from the depths of your being into consciousness, it will be coated in the pain of the past. That explains my karmic interaction this week. You might notice the outer coating first. The pain of abandonment, rejection, ridicule, or shaming that perhaps resulted in the suppression or denial of that soul gift in your past life. This may be the reason you have not incarnated with it fully awakened and at your immediate disposal. You have to allow it to rise up to you, and you need to dig a little to crack open the coating of a wound and free the treasure that temporarily became trapped in that pain. Damn. That's so real right now. Perhaps your gift was challenging. I have things to contemplate. Perhaps your gift was challenging to a community in a past life, whereas now it would be more readily accepted because that community has matured spiritually over time. Or perhaps you have matured and now will value your gift and be open to divine guidance to show you how to use it for the greatest good of this lifetime. Somebody in this room is needing to learn Reiki. Oh, something got blocked. Beloved of God. Oh, the F word. I'm sorry. Hold on. Show it. There it is. Fuck shame. There's like restrictions on what you can write in the chat. So, but I like you, beloved of God. You're cool. Say all you want. The gift you are revealing is worthwhile. As you cleanse the memories, beliefs, or programs that once caused you to subconsciously protect yourself by hiding your talent. Don't you hide that talent. Let it shine for all the world to see. Yes. I'm talking to you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and me, and you, and that guy, and that girl, and their friends. By hiding your talent, you will grow strong enough. By hiding your talent, you will grow strong enough to process the pain and stand in the truth of your reclaimed gifts. If you have been considering a new line of work, feeling you'd like to explore or express different talents, or have the urge to develop an interest and transform it into a vocation, you are very likely already feeling the strings of past life activation now taking place for you. Trust the changes you feel. A part of your divine inheritance is being restored to you. Boom, sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't be shy. Going to kiss the girl. Wow, wow. I don't know. The Little Mermaid. Sebastian, you buckle your lips like this. You butt your eyes like this. Yeah. So my mom's here with me, and it was like totally our family thing. And so she's making me laugh. I'm serious. I'm so serious. We used to do the I don't know if you guys have ever watched the movie Anastasia. Oh, you leaving? Oh no, you're giving Goddess Made Me Love. What's up, Tiki Love? So, anyways, it was this movie Anastasia, and it had this little talking bat, little white bat. This Bartok. Bartok. It was about the Russian princess, which quintessentially enough, my stepdad comes from the Prussian uh, royal family. So it was just funny because we watched that before he was even a part of our life. But anyways, in the movie, he goes, "I'd give her a ha and a hi ya and a woo and I kick her, sir." And so that was part of my mom. Literally had that for her on her ringtone for years. It was me and my sister. We said it together in unison, and my mom had it in her ringtone. My mom's passed. So when I hear those little snippets, it's like, oh, I know that she's here. I mean, I know that she's here anyways, but yeah, it's just another little, oh, past life. Ooh, maybe it has to do with Russia. Ooh, oh, I know what that was for me. I mean, I get it. I get the assimilation in that. So maybe somebody else here too gets it. I don't know. It's so cool. I don't want to talk about this online. I get to call a friend though and talk to them about this. So okay, I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. I am. Okay. So I said this is my videos. I'm just gonna do it and say whatever I want. Okay, one of my past lives, I was Maria Orsic, which is Hitler's medium. I'm legitimate about that. Legit. And I was Hildegard, and it's a Saint Hildegard. That was another one of my past lives. But as Maria Orsic, and sorry, Russia, Germany, all that shit. Prussia, my dad, his family played that out because the Germans took over Prussia, okay, invaded Prussia. And so his family fled, or the princess was the only one that got out. Anastasia, the lost princess, was the only one that got out. This is all like a little synchronicity right now, all happening. It's all happening right now. So that's so cool because that's like going to have everything to do with what I'm going to be channeling again and writing and bringing in. It'll make sense with my drawing. And I had I drew the swastika sign. And it's Antares. Anyways, okay. And then my ex to be ex-husband. So get this, his great grandfather is Rudolf Hess, legitimately Rudolf Hess on his mother's side. Yeah, we played that shit out in this life. So I'm just saying, like it's these little idiosyncrasies that I get all the time, and I never talk about them. But yeah, so this is what I mean. Like you'll start getting little snippets about what's coming to you. That's so cool. I'm gonna meditate on this. bring this in. All right, what does it say to do? Invocation. Through divine grace, protection, mercy, and empowerment, I call for the activation of all past life gifts and abilities that will serve my greatest and most joyful, inspirational, and soul satisfying success this lifetime. Yeah. I ask for healing assistance from the higher beings that love me unconditionally so I can swiftly release any unhelpful conditioning or resistance to the expression of these talents. I ask for inspiration and guidance to bring them to life in the world in the best possible way this lifetime. May all beings receive their full divine inheritance with mercy and grace through my own free will as a divine sovereign being. So be it. And so it is. That's so legit. I love this. Like, isn't this the coolest life to live? Like, just knowing that whatever card comes up is really going to have everything to do with what's going on. Like creating your own life, having past life memories, having incredible talents and awareness, consciousness, having a knowing. That's being tethered to your higher self with less stuff in the way, resistance, patterns, whatever. Yeah. So let's do a little light language. Why not? If you don't like my light language, log off. Thanks for joining. I love you. I hope to see you again soon. If you do like my light language and you want to have this activated through sound in your body, stay tuned. Take a deep breath. Make that 3. Breathe in through your nose. And on the out breath, make an ah. Let's clear that channel out again. One more time. Ah. Ah. As a divine sovereign being, I call in the highest timelines, the highest pure source light energy around me, protecting, surrounding, guiding, and activating the DNA to its highest, fullest potential in this life and all others, past, present, and future, this timeline, dimension, reality, and all others. Anchor it into the now. As a divine sovereign being, that is my will, and so it is. Sarnakne uamahaine asiane. Lachnuhaine kasayakne arurnuae. Lane silu sinirna yukwane yenai siku narna isianoai Nihnuru Sahaneyanea Higuasarnaimuaean Ukuasi Larnase kiharnu kuanase kuhurome. Sarna hea sanene arnekna iwana satukarnane elakna hiasi. Kukuane elase kukwasa kinuarnakne larnahea ukwa hiki arnaknemesi. Kukwasarnaye. Akne surnukwai. And so it is. A really good song on. Love you. I appreciate you. I'm really excited for what this turn of events in our humanity is going to bring. I am. But know that you are a warrior at heart, of heart, your heart. And you're here to shine that. And don't let anybody limit you and whatever it is that you are doing. And don't let anybody's fear and their bullshit beliefs stop you. That's their problem, not yours. I love you. And I'll see you again. Actually, probably a day or two. Talk about the next gene key. I'm going to go dance. Right here. We'll move all the shit out of the way. I'm going to dance. No apologies. I love you, Heather. Jams World, you're welcome. De nada. De nada. Keep getting hot flashes. Hands on fire. Woo! You can do Reiki. Now what? That's right. You can do energy healing, intent, because you have the ability to focus. Laser focus. Laser. Intent. Create the bubble. Send the love. I love you. Until next time, I'm out. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And like this video. Thumbs up. Share with your friends. Book a session with me. Just get your ass in gear. Buy Gene Key's book. It's $26 on Amazon. I'm telling you. It's up. Oh, I got more shit to come. But anyways, there we go. I love you. Until next time. Peace. Love and wisdom.